I spent yesterday afternoon in our local hospital after a visit to my doctor yesterday morning. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I think it's important that you always keep on top of your health and make sure that you get the advice that you need and you want when you're going forward in a health situation. Mine started back in the summer when it was my birthday and I had my annual medical review. And they give you a check over, check all your meds and all that sort of thing to make sure everything's right. They did my blood pressure, which was higher than normal. In fact, I already take medication for blood pressure. But this time they decided it was time to put me on some new medication because it was higher than it ought to be. They gave me the new medication, which promptly made me really tired. I kept going to sleep all the time. After about a week, 2 weeks of these tablets, I decided I'd had enough, went back to the doctor, who changed them. This time, the new medication made my legs start to swell up a little bit. And I wasn't happy with that either. And so, back in, I suppose it was November by this time, I went again to the doctors, explained the situation, showed them how my leg was swelling up. He then said, right, let's take you off of those. They obviously don't have, we'll give you this other one. I took this other tablet and started taking it. And 4 days later, my legs were out there, massively out there. And I wasn't happy. And on the Friday before Christmas, I decided I was stopping taking them. They weren't doing any good. My leg was hurting. That was it. I was not going to take them. On the Monday morning, I made an appointment to see the doctor again. And when I showed him my leg, he said immediately, that's it, stop taking them, do not take them. Let's see how it goes over Christmas. Well, over Christmas, I was, as I said to you, I've been working and my leg has suffered every single day. It's got to a point where it's really, really stretched. I've had tingles of pain down both sides of my leg and my other leg has started to swell up as well. And so yesterday, which is Monday, I'd been 2 weeks without taking any medication and my legs still hadn't gone down. And I wasn't happy about it. So I thought, right, let's get back to the doctor again. So I made an appointment, went and saw the doctor. And my doctor looked at my leg and went, wow, that shouldn't be like that. Let's see how we can get it down. First thing, let's make sure you haven't got a blood clot. When I went the last time over Christmas, I had some compression socks, you know, like you put on an aeroplane to keep your legs down. I had some of them and put them on, but they cut into my leg and really hurt. So I stopped wearing those. And so when I went back yesterday, my leg was much worse than it had been. And so I went to the doctor and he sent me to the hospital. I went to the hospital yesterday, had scans on my leg. And whilst they were doing the scan on my leg, the person who was doing it said, I can't see a blood clot. But the reason I can't see a blood clot is that your leg is so swollen, it's constricting the blood vessels. So it's making it tighter and I can't get a proper reading. What you're going to have to do is go back, see your doctor again and get this swelling down before we can check it. And so that was the situation. I came back into another part of the hospital and they gave me a blood test yesterday and rang me last night and said, your blood test's okay. It's not too bad at all. Now, with my hospital, I have a hub that I can access because I've been in there and had operations before. And so I have this thing that I can access. So I just checked it this morning and I'm going to put a photo of the setting on it. And the setting says that from 0 to 230 is pretty good. It's good. And either side of it is bad. Except my setting is exactly on 230. So it's very, very, very on the edges of being in a bad position. Now the situation is, I could have a blood clot in my leg. I don't know. And I'm not going to be able to tell until we get my legs back to their normal size and the swelling goes down and I can have another scan again. Now this could take up to a week or 2 weeks. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's worrying. You don't want to have a blood clot, do you? And so we're going to be taking it forward and I've got an appointment to go back to the doctors and see where we stand. And the reason I'm telling you this isn't that I want you to feel sorry for me. And it isn't that I want to say, oh, I'm a hero, I'm doing this and I've made a video about it. It's not that at all. The reason I'm telling you about this is because if you're in a situation where your health is concerning you, don't hang on, don't leave it. Make sure you get yourself in front of a doctor and you get yourself sorted. Life isn't a long journey for any of us. It's just a mere in the mists of time. And it's important that we get ourselves seen to and get ourselves as healthy as we can. My wife has been moaning at me for the last 2 weeks about getting this leg sorted. And it's been a concern, but it hasn't made me do anything about it. But here's the thing. Had I not gone yesterday, had the doctor not seen my leg and sent me to the hospital, I would have still been here this morning moaning about my leg hurting, which it does, but not having done anything. Now we know that there's a possibility that I could have a blood clot in my leg. We also know that my veins are constricted because my leg is so swollen, which made it hard for them to read, but it also means that it's got to make it harder for the blood to flow through. And so it's something I've got to keep an eye on, obviously, and I will be going to the doctors and we will be sorting it from there, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. But the message to you is, if you're not feeling well, if you feel that you have a problem with your health that you're not happy about, get yourself in front of a doctor. Get yourself, if you can't see your doctor, go to your accident and emergency, get in there and get sorted, because nobody really knows better than you how you feel. And we want you, that's me, and collectively all the people who know us and like us, want you to be well and to enjoy the life that we have. That's it from me. It's just a quick video that I just wanted to share with you. But make sure you get yourself sorted so that you can live a long and joyful life, or as long as you can. If you click over there, there's another video which I did a year ago when I was rushed into hospital, which is another tale of things that can be done and checked out and keep you fit and healthy. I'll see you over there.